Steve here with Table Rock Tea Company. I am in the middle of Dogwood Alley. This is a newly planted tea field. You can see it behind me here. That's some of the tea that's planted. You can sort of make out some of the rows. But I'm not here to talk about tea per se today. I'm here to talk about muscadines. Right here, we've got a really cool, huge muscadine that was grown in one of our mountain laurels. And we are going to harvest that today. But not this one just yet. Actually, what we're going to do, I'll show you here in just a second. This one's loaded with grapes. And we want to start growing some muscadines, but in a more cultivated fashion in a different location, because this is all needing to be cleared out and everything like that. Don't want to destroy them, want to salvage the actual plant. There are male and females. The females, of course, produce the berries. So they are just starting to fruit right now, or they are fruiting right now. So it's easy to tell. So I'm going to start harvesting, because back behind me over there, I am working on clearing out a new field, and I'm discovering all kinds of these muscadine vines. So it's a perfect time to take those for transplant, since we are going to kind of clear that space anyway. So I am new at this. I've been watching YouTube videos on how to do it, so I'll just be making my own, showing you how I'm going to do it. So yeah, muscadines, pretty cool. As you can see, these are pretty loaded here with grapes, so very happy about that. Now we, unlike most people, are not using these for their juice. We will still save the juice, we'll press the juice, but we're interested actually in the skin and pulp. We're going to dehydrate that. We have a commercial dehydrator, and we're going to use it as a tea product or a tea additive. So pretty cool. Over here, I believe that this is the male plant. You can see that there are not grapes on that one. But when you go over here, this one's loaded. So we'll get to it. Okay, so we've arrived at the section that I'm clearing. Like I said, I've come across several of these muscadines on the ground mostly, but of course they're going into the trees. Here you can see a pretty big vine. That's what they look like. And most of these we just rip out. Like I said, you want the ones that actually produce berries, but maybe we're catching them at a good time this year. But I'm about to drop a bunch of trees in here. This is all going to get cleared kind of to look like that. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but this is pretty overgrown, not great for tea. We clear it out and we get the mulching guys to come in afterwards. So all this stuff that's on the ground is going to be mulched up anyway. So it'd be a shame, like I said, to waste it. So let me walk here. I'm trying to find where I was before. And like I said, what I'm looking for are the ones with the berries on them. Here we go, found it. Okay. So here's one right here. And you can see that this one has fruit. So yeah, this guy. So what I'm going to try to do, and again, I'm no expert at this, so I'm going to identify the one with fruit, and I'm just going to try to trace where it starts. It looks like I thought it was maybe starting here, but I think it keeps going. So anyway, I'm going to find the origin, and then that's where we're going to dig it up. Okay, so this isn't quite the origin, but because these have been on the ground, they're doing these trailers, and then they are rooting at different spots. So right here, this is a place where it's in the ground, and I can get some good roots. So I'm actually going to make a cutting and have maybe I'll actually get several transplants from the same vine. So that's kind of cool. So we just had a rain here, so the ground's sort of soft. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to tease away just a little here. I'm going to get underneath this sort of nexus or hub where all these vines are coming in together. I'm just going to kind of keep tugging a little bit to loosen that up. I want some of these ones with the hairs on them, and you can see those are nice roots. Then what I'm going to do is just take a pair of cutters here and cut them. And hopefully you can see that. I'm not too jumpy on the camera. But Yep, I'm just gonna cut them. And now it's free. And so I will, I guess, the one that looks sort of the most natural is coming off this way. So I'm gonna cut it. I don't know where. I guess I'll leave a nodule here. I'm gonna probably cut it right above this. If you can see that nodule right there, keeps getting in the way. I'm gonna cut it right above here. So right here, so that I have some green on it. Yeah. And then I'm gonna cut this right here. Sorry for the jumpy camera. This then, this is gonna be my whip, I guess. So it's got some fibrous roots on it, and then a good stalk with some leaves. I'm gonna put that in a bucket of water now. All right, so we are back in the greenhouse with our cuttings or whips or whatever you want to call them of our wild harvested muscadine, and I'm back in the potting table. I've just got some regular potting soil that we use for our tea plants. Nothing special in here. There's no real additives. I guess there's some perlite, but yeah, that's about it. So we take these, and all I'm going to do is fill a pot with a little bit of the soil. Just put the whip in there. I'm going to curl these roots around, get all of those into the pot. It's not wanting to cooperate with me here. I don't know why. It's hard to do this one-handed, sorry guys. So yeah, so what I'm going to try to do is get all the roots into the pot, just like that. Tuck them down so that everything's going to be covered like that. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, and then I'll just take some soil and just add it. That should be it. Nothing really fancy. Again, these were just growing wild, so I'm hoping that with enough water and keeping up on them, these will set. I'll probably overwinter them in the greenhouse, maybe plant them next fall, something like that. Okay, so this will be my first attempt at wild harvesting muscadines for cultivation. We'll see how it goes. I hope that at least gave you a little bit of what to look for. Like I said, I'm no expert. I've had to watch everything on YouTube myself, so hopefully that helps. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to see what else is brewing here at Table Rock Tea Company.